Oh, hello and welcome to another medium Carl Sunley medium read out loud by Carl Sunley, Frank Cromarty Murphy, Carlos Don Earth, whatever the hell I'm calling myself this week. Anyway, this is probably my favourite article that I've done so far. And guess what? It's the least successful, but then it is the newest. So here we go. I shall put a link to the um, article in the description. So if you want to go on Medium and read it, you get so many reads a month. But if you don't want to read it, then just listen to this audio. A crossroads tale of success and failure. Jordan Henderson, stroke Arnold Rimmer. Stop success, failure. Photo credit dreamtime.com. It's a tale of two paths, one taken and one nearly taken. Luck can lead you down the wrong path, or careering down the road to success. But it's more than just luck. A variety of factors can lead to either great success or stunning mediocrity or even abject failure. Jordan's story. Jordan Henderson was a young footballer in the 2000s playing for his hometown club of Sunderland AFC. He caught the eye of Liverpool's then manager, legendary club talisman Kenny Dalglish. He played his way to a 16 to 20 million pound move on June the 2011, and all looked grand. Steven Gerrard was still at the club as captain, and Liverpool had not so long won their first Champions League of the new rebranding era of what was the old European Cup. Unfortunately for Jordan, his form wasn't great. Kenny had come and gone to be replaced with a more modern coach in Brendan Rodgers. And Brendan had the unlikable task of mentioning the club were looking to move the player on to another Premier League club, Fulham. In August 2012, less than a year after his big transfer. Fulham, a team that were not in a great position at the time and now yo-yo club between the Premier League and the second tier, the Championship. So effectively, Jordan was surplus to requirements. He was devastated. The club he dreamed of playing for as a child didn't want him anymore. His hopes and dreams shattered with one swift meeting. This was a crossroad indeed. Go one way, accept the transfer to a lower team, a lower level, and team, a lower level and a lower team, and give up any realistic chance of honours at the top level, or stay and fight for his place. Fight he indeed did. He could not have given in, accepted his fate and moved on gracefully, or begrudgingly, like so many promising young players have done before. He worked harder than ever, working on his weaknesses, carved out his strengths, and became undroppable. He was made captain several times on Steven Gerrard's absence, eventually replacing him as permanent captain in June 2015, where he remains captain now. The rest is history. Liverpool won another Champions League just 4 years later, in June 2019. Jordan's instrumental in that season's performance. This was followed up by a Super Cup win and a World Club Cup win, i.e. World Champions, for anyone that cares about that. For his country, a World Cup semi-final and a European final with England, and Liverpool's first ever Premier League win. Club honours all coming as captain for the irreplaceable Steven Gerrard. Not bad for a Mackham lad. Photo credit, the 42.ie, Jordan Henderson in his own words. There's a link. Search Rio Ferdinand Jordan Henderson if you can't read that, or go to my Medium link to get the link, or maybe I'll even put it in the link, who knows. Arnold's story from Red Dwarf, the fictional sitcom in space. Photo credit, villains.wikipedia.com. Arnold Rimmer, a fictional character from the sitcom Red Dwarf, another great example of the crossroads in life, only this time for the worse. Struggling at school, he was told he could be held back a year, and everything rested on a letter from his school. He wasn't held back after all, and continued to struggle in all aspects of life. Maybe by his sarcasm and wit, he blamed everything on his parents. He was a failure and nobody liked him. His biggest sexual awakening was with a blow-up doll. Arnold Rimmer, what a guy. Photo credit, jasminelucy.deviantart.com. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe, another Arnold Rimmer was held back a year. He was now the tallest boy in his year. The sheer humiliation of being held back changed his mentality completely. He was determined to succeed. The boy became flying pilot, an all-round great guy, ace, a hero, never afraid to put his life on the line for the greater good. A guy who excelled in all areas of his life, not shivering, not the shivering. It was my parents' fault, Arnold Rimmer of our dimension. Not sure what that was supposed to say. Not the shivering wreck. Anyway, so conclusion. So the question you have to ask yourself is, which Jordan and Arnold do you want to be? The one who is determined to succeed, or the guy who quits when the chips are down? The decision is up to you. Okay, so my third article for Medium. I shall be writing some more this month. That's March, or next month in April. So watch this space. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Details in the description.